I spent the morning touring the Daytona International Speedway. Here's the full experience: what you see, what's included, and if it's worth adding to your Daytona itinerary. Before heading to the Speedway, I stopped for a matcha latte at Coastlands Coffee. I highly recommend it if you're ever in Daytona. On the way in, the Daytona International Speedway looks massive from the road. Even if you're not into racing, it's hard not to be impressed. I did the basic tour and just booked my ticket on arrival at the ticket office. It's super easy, and I only had a 10-minute wait until the next tour.
Hi guys, once again my name is Darren. Welcome to Daytona International Speedway.
The tour is guided and you ride around the track on this open air tram. Right away, you drive onto the actual track, which feels wild even as a casual observer. Seeing how massive everything is really puts race day into perspective. And this is the crazy part. The steepest turn is 31 degrees. I actually appreciated how steep that is even more after walking on the 18-degree section. The tram actually drives right up in front of the main stands, which is something you won't fully appreciate until you're there. We got off the tram at the 18-degree portion near the start and finish line. You can walk on the track, stand on the checkered line, and feel how slanted the ground really is. It's one of the coolest parts of the whole tour, standing where the cars race at full speed. From here, you'll get a close look at the Rolex entrance with the main stadium behind it. Then you head to Victory Lane, where the winning driver gets celebrated. It's also a great photo opportunity while you're on the tour. The tram also takes you past the garage storage areas, and you see more of what's offered in the middle of the track. There's even a Budweiser bistro, complete with picnic tables and views of the stands. There is also a lake and campground, which I never knew. Lake Lloyd was created because they simply dug it out to build the track. The lake has been stocked with fish, and if you camp here, you're also allowed to fish in the lake. As we left the track area, we were driven through a tunnel to head around to the front of the stadium. We stopped at the Toyota entrance and were able to take in the views from the seats. It really helps you understand what it's like to watch from here. Your ticket also includes entry to the Motorsports Hall of Fame. Even as someone who's not a racing fan, I actually found a lot of the displays pretty cool. After you exit, you go straight into a gift shop, of course. I enjoyed seeing the statues at the entrance now that I had more contacts, and there's also a concrete area full of handprints and footprints of past winners. While one Daytona across the street has plenty of great restaurants, I chose to head to Beach Street for lunch. Before you go to the Daytona Speedway Tour, here are a few things to know to make your visit a lot smoother. First, check the weather. The tour does not cancel for rain, only lightning, and they offer rain checks but not refunds. If it's summer, mornings are best because thunderstorms roll in fast. Next, the tram is open air. You'll have shade, but depending where you sit, you can still get plenty of sun. The ride is bumpy in parts, so keep your phone and water bottle secured. If you're visiting on a weekend or during a big event, pre-book your time slot. Weekdays are much quieter, and I was able to walk up and get on a tour in 10 minutes. Basic tour isn't very accessible. Getting on and off the tram requires a pretty big step, something to keep in mind if mobility is a concern. Parking is super easy. Just follow Google Maps to the main entrance of the museum or ticket office, and you'll see parking right out front. And finally, the museum is included with your ticket. You can spend as much or as little time as you want there before or after the tour. So overall, even as someone who isn't a huge NASCAR fan, the Daytona Speedway Tour was absolutely worth it. It's unique, super easy to do, and honestly more impressive in person than I expected.